Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today talking about the San Francisco 49ers. As always, looking at the team, where they stand in the NFL in terms of being the best, the worst, the middle of the pack of the team in terms of the whole franchises. So it should be an interesting one. Hope you guys do enjoy this video. Today is a Sunday. That's, I guess, good right there because it's the weekend. But at the same time, Monday is coming up, and who likes a Monday? I'm pretty sure people are working, people aren't working during this whole thing. But still, Monday, it does suck to have to deal with tomorrow. But it is life. We have to deal with it. Anyways, for all you non-Niner fans watching this video, remember this is just my opinion. So if you don't like it, then too bad, I guess. I mean, I've done opinion videos for a long time. A lot of people like what I say. A lot of people don't like what I say. But, these are just what I'm saying. And that's what I'm going to stick to it. And nobody's opinion is going to be changing my opinion at all. Whatever opinion I usually say is what I usually keep. I don't really backtrack last second. I'm not like other guys that say, oh, I have the right to subject change my opinion later on in the season. No, I keep it set in stone for the most part because I don't really want to backtrack too much. And that make me look bad, to be honest with you. I don't even know why I'm going on a rant about opinions and what have you. But anyways, gonna get the video started. But before I do, as always, please like and subscribe. That's gonna definitely help me out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share the channel, share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls. Let's get this started. 49ers, are they the top team in the NFL in terms of the whole franchise, all 32 teams? Let's get into it right now. If you look at the roster, you look at the coaching staff, the general manager, front office, I think out of everything, they're the most talented team in the NFL. And last year, they proved that they could be one of the best teams in the NFL. They pretty much did for the most part until the Super Bowl. So close, but still, you cannot take away what they did in 2019 from going to 4-12 all the way to a Super Bowl appearance. I think that's one of the great turnarounds in NFL history. You look at next year, I think it's going to be boding really well for the 49ers. I do not believe they will experience a Super Bowl hangover. I believe they're going to go at least 12-4, 13-3, maybe even better, but too early to tell. Still, that's a really attainable record now. You're looking at with the roster that they have, the success that they had in 2019 to 2020, season to season, you can't really expect the same results as always because every season's different. It's not like the NBA where you could just dominate every year until your player goes out. And a lot of circumstances have to happen in the NFL to be a very good team. And the 49ers, I think they have really good ones to come into 2020. Look at the defense. Look at the defensive line in particular. One of the best in the NFL. Even with DeForest Buckner leaving, Javon Kinlaw is going to be taking over his spot. Really, I see a perfect transition for him. He's going to a very good defensive line. I could have just explained this every single video, and I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of hearing this if you're a Niner fan, but still, I'm pretty sure you guys like hearing that we have the best defensive line in the NFL. Running game, the best in the NFL, in my opinion. I mean, we don't have the top running backs in the league, but at the same time, you look at the system, we can make any running back look like a number one rusher for any game and any time. So we had those two parts of the old school football covered. The quarterback position, a lot of people have questions about our man number 10, but at the same time, I do not have any questions about him. I think his second full season as the starter for the 49ers, he's going to succeed really well. There were some rumors that he might have been gone this season because of Tom Brady, other quarterbacks going in, but I mean, really, Jimmy Garoppolo, he's our man. Kyle Shanahan, I'm pretty sure he believes in him coming into year two. You got to work the kinks out year one, and I thought he did really well considering that the fact that he had a lot of pressure coming in this season. He came off an ACL injury, so getting more comfortable with the offense, I think he's going to do really well for 2020. All right, so looking at that, you look at the top teams in the NFL right now, no particular order: the Kansas City Chiefs, the Baltimore Ravens, the New Orleans Saints, the 49ers. I think those almost five teams in particular, they're the best no matter what you say. I think these are all Super Bowl contenders. You would say the Patriots somewhat, but this year it's a little bit different since Tom Brady's not there. You would say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I want to see more from them. They look really good on paper, but are they actually going to be good on the field? So, I hope they're not winning the offseason award and then doing really terrible, even with Tom Brady as their quarterback. But they should be able to do all right with Bruce Arians as their head coach. Also, you have some emerging teams going up for the whole NFL in general, but I believe the 49ers, top to bottom, I think they're the best team in the NFL. Yes, Super Bowl 54 Kansas City Chiefs, but at the same time, I still believe they could have won that Super Bowl, and I don't want to talk about it too much. That kind of stresses me out. But look, coming into 2020, I say they were like 1A and 1B with the Chiefs in terms of the best team in the NFL. The Ravens and Saints, they're really up there. The Ravens, they beat us last year with Lamar Jackson starting in his first year full-time. the 49ers versus Saints, that was probably the best game of the year, hands down. In 2019, that was probably the most electrifying game. I wasn't really stressed in that game. I wasn't stressed like the Seahawks and 49ers game on Monday Night Football and the last game on Sunday Night Football. I was really chill with the one against the Saints because I knew Jimmy Garoppolo and defense would come through. Well, the defense was suffering a little bit because of Drew Brees' quick timing passes. But you look at the offense, Jimmy G, he had his coming out party, and he did really well with all the pressure that was going on in the Superdome. So I think they're very confident in playing New Orleans. I don't know if this year in particular is in New Orleans or in San Francisco in particular. I forgot what it was exactly, but wherever they go, I think they're going to be very confident in playing the Saints again. And I love to see the rematch with Drew Brees versus Jimmy Garoppolo. Also, Emmanuel Sanders, he's going to be coming to the 49ers, or we're going to be playing him in New Orleans. So that should be an interesting dynamic as well. That's the game I'm really excited for coming into 2020. So really, if I'm looking at it right now, I think Chiefs, Niners, 1A, 1B, whatever you want to decide, you can make a case for both teams. You know, if you want to just based on the Super Bowl 54 performance, you could say the 49ers for the most part, but at the same time, the Chiefs, the 49ers kind of choked a little bit. I believe Kyle Shanahan was having a little bit of an ego moment, so the Chiefs took advantage of it, and they won the Super Bowl. So if you want to say the Chiefs, you can. I won't be mad. If you want to say the 49ers, I won't be mad at all. You want to even say the Ravens and Saints, I wouldn't be mad at all as well, because those are two very formidable teams, and we played the Saints this year in particular. Some other teams to really consider is pretty much everybody in the NFC West. I think everyone is a contender for the most part. The Seattle Seahawks, you can never count them out. A lot of people are not really high on them. A lot of people have them 9-7, 10-6, but I think they can have a very good record coming into the season. They're a team to not underestimate at all with Pete Carroll, Russell Wilson. The Arizona Cardinals, they could be emerging as a great team this year. Maybe it'll take them another year in 2021, but I think they can get even better than they did last year. They had showed a lot of promise in 2019. They almost beat us twice, so that's very impressive on their part. The Rams, not sold on them, but at the same time, they're a very talented team. They still have a lot of things going on good for them, but for the most part, I don't know. I'm really skeptical again coming into 2020. But yeah, I mean, just look at the NFC West in general. Man, it's going to be a tough one, but I believe out of the West and the whole NFL, I think we're one of the best in the NFL. If not the best in the NFL in terms of teams, roster, players, coaches, just everything, a facet of an NFL franchise. I think we're the best. Based on our defense, based on the running game, based on your quarterback getting better, coaching, Kyle Shanahan when he doesn't have an ego, John Lynch, the way he's been drafting players, getting players in free agency. Just looking at all that, I think nobody can touch us for the most part, unless injuries. I mean, the injury gods, hopefully they don't torture us this year. Hopefully the Super Bowl hangover doesn't torture us as well, and the 49ers don't get slack off, they get lazy or anything like that, because we know how talented this team is. They just got to execute like they did last year in 2019. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Just wanted to make this video real quick, and yeah, 49ers, hopefully they do really well in 2020. I always hope every single year, but in particular, I think this roster is one of the best that we've had in a long time, and hopefully they can end it with a Super Bowl 55 chip trophy in Tampa Bay. Yep, I'm going to end the video right here. Please let me know what you guys think about the team in general. I like to what you have to say in the comments below. If you guys like this, please like and subscribe. That's going to help me out a lot. I'll be catching you guys up tomorrow on a Monday. I'll see y'all then. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your night, weekend. Go Niners all day. Hot boys.